Bravo dropped a newest series, Next Gen NYC. This is more Tara. Be sure to subscribe. I love this show. It's a slow burner because it's a brand new show. These are now adults that used to be children, obviously, of some very rich people, I must say. We have children, well, adults now that come from the Real Housewife franchise. We have a crypto son. We have content creators, influencers, and we have a daughter of a music icon, whether they want to call him that or not. But let's get into some of the cast members on the show. Now, I personally feel like the main cast members on the show is Ariana and Brooks. Now, Ariana dropped a bomb. She said that her mother from Real Houses of Atlanta, Kim Zodiac, and her dad, Corey, pause. I love that she still calls Corey her dad. If you a Real Houses of Atlanta fan, you remember when Kim first introduced Corey to her daughters, which is of course Ariana and Brielle. It was so sweet, and I love that she still calls him dad. But she said her parents been stealing for her. She's been making money since she's been a kid, and she just found out 2 years ago. She's 23. She found out when she was 21 that her parents have been stealing from her. What the hell? And what I do love about her is the simple fact that she's still giving Kim grace as her mother. She doesn't want to let the money interfere with her and her mother's relationship. That I truly, truly love. She just moved to New York with her boyfriend. First off, her boyfriend, his daddy is Zaxby's. Now that Ari and her boyfriend live in New York, boy, if you don't get your daddy to put a Zaxby's in New York, yes, we need that up here. Everybody don't know what Zaxby's is, but I do. I promise you, I'll be there grand opening, okay? But she told her boyfriend that it's not his business. Now, Ari, why would you tell him that? Why would she tell him that? And the only reason why I'm saying that is because this really the only person that you have in New York with you. He's been with you through however long y'all been dating. So he knows how your mother is not only stealing money from you, but Kim is still calling her and asking her for money. So it kind of is his business when he's your shoulder to cry on and y'all are getting a place together as well. You're going to have to cut mommy off. You know, normally the parents cut their kids off. And that brings us to Riley. We have to go to Riley next because Riley and Ari used to be friends. Now, if you don't know who Riley is, she is the daughter of Candy. What I need from, if you don't know who Candy is, you need to research who Candy is. Type in Candy with an I, type in Escape. If that don't get you nowhere, then you need to type in Candy with the I. Songs that she wrote. She wrote for TLC. She wrote from Pink. She wrote for Pink. Like, if you don't know, if you're not my type of culture person, Pink is y'all culture. But Pink tapped into our culture once in a time. Like, oh, sorry, this is not about Candy. I'm sorry. But Candy is music icon. They need to give Candy an award. Sorry, Riley. Riley is the daughter of Candy, and she just graduated from school, and she wants to be a DJ. I like that because she says she wants to be in the music industry like her mom, but she doesn't really want to follow her footsteps exactly. Candy told me so she cutting her off in a year. Girl, you was not cutting Riley off. Candy make too much money to cut Riley off. That's probably why she cut her off. She be like, this is my buddy. But what I love about Riley had a conversation with Brooks. He is another cast member on this show. If you don't know who Brooks is, Real Housewives of Salt Lake. Hint, hint. Now, she has a conversation with him because he acts like, you and Ari used to be friends, right? Now, if you're a Real Housewives of Atlanta fan, don't be tardy for the party. Candy and Kim, they had a deal for that record. And the drama came about because of money. Candy was paid below bare minimum, okay? And Kim basically tried to take all the money. But Riley shared a very important statement. Why would my mom let me go somewhere where her and somebody else are not friends with no more? That makes sense. That makes sense. I start messing with somebody, my son not going over there no more. I understand this friendship, but no, you never know what people's intentions are at the same time. I really love that about Riley. Like, she shared it and she didn't disrespect Ari, nothing. She basically said, we don't even know each other no more. I really love that because that was really mature of her. Now we have to get into Brooks. Brooks is here with his sister Chloe. Now, Brooks is the center friend of the show. everybody's Brooks' friend. Like literally, you say something, Brooks know, and Brooks know what you said about that other person because that other person already went to Brooks and told you about this, that, and the third. He is literally everybody's friend, and I love Brooks because he is a part of the rainbow community. It is Pride Month. Hey y'all, I'm not a part of it, but I really do like y'all. Y'all are a very big community, and y'all are so fun. But that's not the point. Now, I like Brooks because he is the center friend of the show. What I didn't like Brooks about, he wasn't comfortable with another cast member named Charlie wanting to take his sister out on a date. Like, yes, Chloe is grown, but he still wasn't comfortable with it. And later on in the episode, Charlie sent, in Brooks' way, it was very disgusting, disrespectful text message to him. Basically, it has something regarding his sister Chloe. I don't really want to spill it because I do want y'all to watch it and give it a chance. He was uncomfortable with it, and he was going to everybody else asking, oh, how would you feel if X, Y, and Z? How would you feel with 1, 2, 3? Instead of him just going to Charlie and having that man-to-man conversation with him. Not even a man-to-man conversation, y'all friends. Have a conversation with him about it. I get that he gets anxiety. Oh my God, it's Men's Mental Health Month too. June cut up. June cut up. I never realized how much greatness June had in this month, but that's not the point. He gets anxiety. He don't like conflict. He don't like drama. Cool. But this is something I will say. If you don't say nothing, drama sometimes occur as well because you having that animosity build up within you. I'm just saying, I'm gonna have to write that down as well because I just said that off the top of my mind. But that is stopping him from having a conversation with Charlie because he just don't want to cause any conflict and stuff. Even when they was at Emira event, we're gonna talk about her too because she's that girl. But he didn't want to cause the conflict there, but you were 2 seats away from Charlie and you didn't have a conversation with him, but you're having a conversation about him when he's 2 seats away. I don't get it. Because I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like Charlie a little bit. Now, Charlie can be a douchebag. That is true. But I kind of like him. He get 50-50. Now, I think he's the oldest on the show. He's 29. Now, he's honest. And that's what I like about him. He's honest. He does seem like the kid that money got him out of a lot of trouble because his dad was into crypto and investing and stuff like that. So he's very wealthy. He seems like the party animal, and everybody's saying like he's a social butterfly. It doesn't seem like anybody truly has a problem with him on the show. Even Brooks doesn't have a real problem with him on the show besides that situation. If that would have never happened, Brooks would still love him the same. I kind of like Charlie. Even in next week's episode, it looked like he about to fight and tussle, but I like him. He doesn't really seem like a bad person, but even his own friends say, I wouldn't even let you date my sister. See, he's a douchebag, but he's an honest douchebag. I don't know. I kind of like him a little bit. Now, we didn't get into everybody on the show. Everybody was introduced, but we still didn't get into everybody. Like Gia came like what, the last 10-15 minutes of the show. We know who she is, Real Housewives of New Jersey. And if you watch My Wives, you know who her aunt is as well. But we didn't get into everybody. The same thing like with Ava. We didn't get in too deep with people. Emira as well. We got into her, but not that much. And she really that girl. That's where a lot of drama happened at her first runway event. She's that girl. She used to be the beauty director of Paper Magazine, and she's working for Victoria's Secrets and a content creator. Now I'm gonna pause here. A lot of people are saying she's trans. Some people are defending her and say she's not. I don't care what Mira is. Mira is that girl. I just hope she's not a snobby bitch. But she really seems like she's somebody that's about her business and she just want to have fun and blossom. I like her. We're gonna wrap this up soon because we gotta talk about Georgia. I knew Georgia was interesting the moment she got on the scene of the show. She used the fork method to comb her hair. She touched the bottom of Ava's shoe, another cast member, and then she rubbed her eye after that. And then the girls went to the bathroom and she didn't wash her hands. Tell us she's pro-germ. You ain't got no reason to be mad at Riley because Riley don't want you touching her. And Riley is truly Candy daughter because she laughs when she's trying not to take it there. Like mother, like daughter. But Georgia, my love, I think you are everybody's least favorite on the show so far. Just because you are not a very clean, sanitized person. Her saying my body, my choice, because Riley don't want you hugging her and touching her. And Riley said it's so nice too. That's what I don't get. But what I will say is Next Gen NYC is really a good show. I will say this though. I do wish it was more people of my color on the show. This is more Tara. Be sure to subscribe because I watch almost everything.